Why has the concept of government become more and more about control instead of unification? It doesn't really make sense to me. And I understand that there's a long history of greed and hoarding and capitalistic desire intertwined within government when you go back to just kings and queens and all of that stuff and whatever it may be, and traditionally that the leaders typically held the most resources, so that's why they were the leaders. But in modern day, that should no longer be the focus, and it should have frankly never been the focus. But I don't know why it's been so important for there to have been so much surveillance and understanding about just everyday people and just control about who people are on a daily basis. The fact that they can hear you through a television, the fact that they can take control of your car and make it swerve. Shout out to this is words courtesy of John Kiriakou, the CIA whistleblower. The fact that there are threads intertwined within our clothing that negatively contribute to our connection with this earth and our connection to just everything that has to do with nature. What is the point? Why is there such an importance and such a large effort meant to disrupt our connection with everything that is holy, everything that is good, everything that is meant for unification? Um, why are there wired headphones that make me deaf? Why are there Bluetooth headphones that monitor my brain waves? Why is everything about control? Why is everything about beating and marginalizing groups of people, all people, into submission and making people play their sick, sadistic vision of a game? And I can't blame this on capitalism, because these people created capitalism. So money in essence has no inherent value to them. They print the money. So why would money matter to them? Um, I guess if you remove the money, then there would be nothing differentiating yourself from them, and they would feel like they just regular. But what's why what's the obsession and the overarching goal of trying to just have so much power that you instill fear onto people who are you instill fear onto people who frankly just want to live. I'm not one of those people who just want to live. I want to shake shit up and I want to change shit up, and I want to. I'm not at peace with just playing a role. Um, I want to dictate my own future is what I'm saying. I want to dictate the future of myself, and spread that viewpoint so that more and more people across the world, not just a diaspora, not just a group, not just my age, not just that look like me, not just my height, not just my gender, but everyone across the world can live according to their own ideals and foster some real deal unity. But it seems as though that's everything that governments are against. They're against the people rising up, which I guess from a sadistic view, it makes sense if you want to be in power and you want to hoard your riches, but you are like you created it in a sense. Like you created the idea of capitalism. You created the idea of a shortness of resources. So it's just super super strange to me why everything is more so about control than unification and equity and opportunity and fostering a better society. But no, you're meant to spend 40 years of your life contributing to a system that is benefiting 10 times more than what you're benefiting from doing the work that you're doing. So if you ring up items at a grocery store, that grocery store is getting more money. You're paid 15 an hour. if you ring up a fucking it like if you ring up groceries, bro, you ring up about $300 worth of groceries easily, but you're paid 15 or less an hour. You're inherently bringing so much more value, and then the farm, like, the math doesn't add up. Yes, I understand expenses must be covered. Yes, I understand some sort of profit must be made. But you're paying those people less than 10% of what they're actually worth. So, and then on top of paying them less than 10% of what they're actually worth, you're taxing them off of that 10%. And you've played these people so much generationally that these people believe that they must participate within this system and continue to participate within this system just to survive. And they're struggling to survive off a system that undervalues them, off a system that continues to put them down and says that if you don't do it, you'll cease to exist. And if you try to avoid it, you'll probably go to jail and work for even less. So you're meant to just be a worker over and over. And this is where, I guess, where the concept of a rat race comes in. But it's so much going on, and it's so little unity, and there's so much divisiveness being spread around the world. Like, because you have something and I don't have it, that doesn't mean that I need to get that and I should do anything to get what you have. That's jealousy, that's envy. Those are some of the worst human traits you can have. So much so that if you consume yourself with jealousy and envy, you cease to be a functioning human. You essentially walk around Earth as a dark spot, a cesspool of low vibration. But why is everything centered around control? Why is there no such thing as privacy? What is the point? I understand when you step out into public and you step outside your house, but even inside your house, even inside your dreams, it's a lot of things being perpetuated. Copper used to be a metal that was used very much so to insulate in within the water pipes. But because copper has healing properties, and it holds an electrical charge, and humans hold an electrical charge, and it was positively contributing to the brain function, the bodily function of people. Copper has been taken out of the water systems. Data centers are being built that are actively taking away natural water resources, which we all need to survive, away from people, for fucking AI, for an AI algorithm. First of all, AI is doing some good things and some bad things. But why does every new technological advancement that we have, such as lithium-ion batteries, why is it all connected back into destroying the earth? Why? Why do you have to consistently farm and take away all of these resources to negatively contribute to the function of the earth? And then on top of negatively contributing to the overall function of the earth, you go the cheapest route possible. Go to the cheapest neighborhoods. Go to the cheapest labor people on the earth. And you exploit them repeatedly just to do negative, so that some people could see the positive of it, the quote unquote positive of it. Motherfuckers asking, yo, what temperature should I have my shower? Niggas will get on ChatGPT and ask what temperature they should have their shower. For whatever. It don't even get that deep. Niggas get on AI to just ask the most ridiculous questions instead of thinking critically. And it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason why I should pick up a microphone and be like, hey, ChatGPT, how do I turn this up? How do I turn this down? How should I do it? There's no reason, bro. Just explore. Read. It's literally here. But there's so many things of which are wrong. There's so many things I'm bringing awareness to that I don't necessarily have the solutions to yet. And don't get in the fucking comments. Don't go somewhere and see someone shedding light onto something that obviously needs to be shed light onto and say we're not doing anything. What is the point of just speaking? And then continue to live a fucking and continue to perpetuate the horrible ideals of what society is currently going through. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, there must be some sort of whistleblowing. There must be some sort of call to action to maybe foster a connection between me. Maybe I link up and someone sees this out there and has this different sort of insight, and we can collaborate and we could contribute to a better world. That's my hopes in shedding these things currently. Eventually, there's going to be a lot more action that is seen within myself. And there's no way that me personally, being the person that I am, Anthony Willie Green Jr., is not going to continue to look out for the best interests of not only this earth, but these people. Because obviously, they're being disenfranchised by others. Obviously, even those that hate you are being taught to hate. But that's a topic for another day.